there are a lot of memories of Alvin, and you've heard many of them before, but probably you haven't heard much about the two areas in which I interacted with Dr. Weinberg the most, and one of them was tennis. As everybody knows, he was an avid tennis player, and just loved to play tennis. And I played tennis in college, and so Alvin found out about that and decided we needed to get out. Now, many people have thought that that's why I got hired, but that's not true. I came to Oak Ridge for my first interview, and Alvin wasn't even here. And I had a nice interview, decided that, yeah, this place could really make a nice place for beginning my professional career. I was in a staff meeting and I told Alvin that I had to leave for a tennis match. And he said, "Oh, you play tennis?" And I said, "Yeah, I play tennis quite a bit." He said, "Oh, well, maybe we should get out sometime." And so once that started, he wanted to continue because, of course, he wanted to improve his game, and playing with me, who would get the ball back on a relatively consistent basis, helps your game. And so he was a member of the country club, and I wasn't, but he would invite me out there, and we'd go out there for 45 minutes, an hour, and hit tennis balls, and I could see he was enjoying it very much, and that made me happy. But he knew that I wasn't getting full enjoyment because he might have been a consummate scientist, but he was not a world-class tennis player by any means. Nonetheless, he did the best he could with his stature and with the abilities that he had athletically. And so one way we compromised in this was I had to hit the balls within the regular singles line, and he would be allowed to hit the balls within the doubles lines. And so that was great for me because I was young at the time and I needed exercise, and this gave me a lot of exercise going to the larger court, and it kept the ball in play longer so that we could have a good rally going. So it worked out perfectly, and we actually played doubles together as a doubles team a few times. And we won a few tournaments out at the country club, maybe in the city of Knoxville, I can't remember. But he was always very appreciative of getting out and playing tennis. And I've told this story many times before, but like all tennis players, he developed tennis elbow, which is an inflammation of the tendons around the elbow just from overuse of hitting the ball on the tennis racket. I've had it before, and virtually every tennis player has. So he went to the doctor and he said, "Doctor, what can we do?" And this doctor at the time said, "Let's see, I think you should just stay away from tennis for 6 months and it'll clear by itself." Well, I heard that prognosis from Alvin later, and so I said, "Well, what are you going to do?" I thought, maybe play the piano, maybe do more reading, maybe more writing. He said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find another doctor." So he didn't like the answer that the doctor said, and I suspect that he laid off a little bit, but he wasn't willing to give up tennis for 6 months, which I fully understand as a dedicated tennis player. So many of my memories with Alvin were playing tennis, and he was competitive. He really wanted to win, but when the match was over and he didn't win, he didn't just slump away and feel bad. He just gave congratulations to the winner and went on. There'll be another day. So